but yeah, I looked over this and I think putting a baby in a box is completely unethical. I think that we may create a problem that doesn't exist. I remember being probably not even double digits. I might have been. I was quite the news watcher when I was a kid and was horrified to see on the news that some young mother put a baby in a dumpster, and you never heard of such a thing. Well, guess what? After that made the news, they promoted it. There were all kinds of babies in dumpsters. Hence why we have safe haven laws. There's a good reason, I'm sure, why Florida's law, which if anyone is looking it up, I have printed it out here. Florida statute 383.5. It does not allude to leaving babies in boxes. When I read the backup information, it puts all of the burden and the liability on the county. And I appreciate and thank you for, I know it comes from a good place in your heart, Ms. Hellstern, and raising the money, but it will be taxpayer money. It's constant upkeep with this. That's of one of my concerns. I have quite a few. So it will take taxpayer dollars to maintain these. The backup information shows all the things that now the county has to do. We're going to be liable for that. I understand that there's alarms and there's all these different bells and whistles, and it's checked until it fails. Then the county is completely liable. And then what would be the plan? I don't know if that's more taxpayer dollars advertising this. So now, obviously, just because we have it, people don't know. So are we really advertising and advocating to put a baby in a box? It seems like if we're going to help mothers in trouble, and if we were educating, it would be about our safe haven law already. A baby is always much safer in the hands of a human being. We're talking about, well, if they can't do this, maybe they'll beat the baby or do these horrific things. You're talking about the mindset of someone that actually cares about a child or doesn't care about a child. And if a mother needs to get rid of that baby, which she could at the hospital, and maybe they don't know that, and her name never goes on the birth certificate right after birth, or if she chooses to drop the baby at the fire station, she obviously cares about the baby. She wants to make sure that the baby is going to be cared for. If there's no one there, the mother still cares. If a mother wants to kill or beat that baby, she's not even going to take the risk of going to a fire station and possibility of being seen. And to me, it's a little disgusting. I felt like it was like dropping off like a urine sample, and I can't even imagine doing that with the baby. So the taxpayer dollars, how are we advertising this to the public? It's a very small box, I assume meant for newborns. What else goes in the box? Toddlers, animals. I'm not really sure. I think that we're going to have a huge problem. Just because a box is purchased, what about all the architecture and the engineering? We can't just cut holes in the side of buildings. We're liable for that too. So we're going to need some engineering on that for the structural integrity of the buildings. But probably the biggest concern that everyone up here should have is the county liability. Madam Attorney, I don't know how much you've looked into this, but when I read everything, the builder of the baby box is liable for nothing, and the county is liable for everything. At the end of the day, it sounds like this is a really bad episode of Shark Tank, that somebody has this creation, hey, let's put babies in boxes, and hopefully everyone will buy into it. And I just don't see that that is the safest thing for our babies. And I think that when we take this on, we will be creating a problem that I don't think exists.
Board, would anybody else like to speak?